Yo, what is up guys, Ghost here, welcome back to another video. So today, DICE have finally opened up and told us exactly what we can expect from Battlefield 2042 between now and the release of Season 7, which, if you haven't heard, is due to release in March, quite some time after Season 6 actually ends. I'm sure you guys would like some more content for the game. I would certainly like some more content for the game, so we're going to go over all of that here in this video. But before we get started, if you guys do enjoy the content here on the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because, as usual, we will be covering all of the upcoming news on Update 6.3, 6.4, and of course, Season 7 and beyond. So they've revealed this information to us in tweet form here, or I guess you should say post form now, given that it is no longer Twitter. And this is what they had to say. So they said, "Welcome to the new year. Here's what to expect on the road to Season 7. So first of all, there's going to be a Season 6 extension. Get the best out of Season 6 with a quality of life update and Lunar New Year rewards. Then we have the Archangel Directive, battle for new rewards in Control as you claim and sink satellites and earn vehicles across 2 additional maps. So that is the return of the Control game mode, actually my favourite game mode that they've put out for Battlefield 2042, obviously apart from Conquest and Breakthrough. And then finally here, Season 7 is on the horizon. Fight on 2 maps this coming season and stay sharp for your first look at Season 7. So up until now, we've only known that Season 7 was going to contain maps, plural, with an S at the end there. But there was some speculation on whether it would be 2 maps or maybe even 3 or 4 maps. Of course, I for one never expected to get more than 2 maps. I think that would have been a really shocking and surprising there. But you know, 2 maps is still good. I will take that any day, any season over the single 1 map. Okay, with that said, let's go ahead and take a look at the graphic that they've provided us alongside the text here, which sort of maps out how things are going to release from now until the release of Season 7 in March. So first of all here, on January the 30th, it looks like we have the Season 6 extension. And it looks like that is going to begin on the 30th of January with Update 6.3. The 30th is actually a Tuesday, so that would make a lot of sense. And it says here, quality of life improvements, portal squad spectator modifier, and improved map rotations. Now, these are by no means full patch notes, far from it, so I don't want to read too much into this. But Portal Squad Spectator modifier, I'm not really sure what they mean by this. Perhaps it's some sort of a spectator mode for Portal, that would be amazing. But since they call it a Squad Spectator modifier, I assume this means that you're going to be able to spectate your squad mates, maybe some sort of a camera system like we had in previous games on the deploy screen like Battlefield 4. I know a lot of people, including myself, have been asking for a system like that so that, you know, when you spawn on a squaddy, you can see exactly what he's doing, if he's in danger, if he's in a dying vehicle, and if it's a good idea to spawn there or not. I'm really not sure what to expect from this, but that's pretty exciting. And then, of course, improved map rotations, another thing that people have been asking for improvements on for the past 2 years. As we all know, the matchmaking system in Battlefield 2042, sometimes it just happens to throw out the same map at you again and again. It just seems like bad luck. I'm not sure if the system is biased in some way for one map or another, but a lot of the time you can play 10 games in a row and, you know, maybe get the same map like 3 or 4 times. So improved map rotations, I'm assuming, is improvements to the matchmaking system. At least I really hope so. Then we also have a new event coming on the 6th of February, the Lunar New Year. And this just so happens to be the exact same day as the Chinese New Year. And as such, it seems that we're going to be getting some new weapon cosmetics that are very Asian themed, very Chinese themed. It looks like some sort of a dragon on that weapon there. So that's pretty cool. Again, cosmetics for me, I do not consider to be content. But, you know, on the other hand, I'm certainly not going to complain about it either. So that is releasing on February the 6th. That is going to be a 2-week event. And then on the 20th of February up until the 5th of March, we are getting the next event, which is basically just the return of the control mode. So pretty much the Redux situation. Again, they're just bringing back some old modes to tie us over until the next season releases. Although I do have to say, as far as modes go, Control is definitely the best one. At least I think it is. For those of you who maybe haven't seen this mode, maybe you're new to the game or you picked it up sometime around Christmas, Control is essentially a modified version of Conquest where you earn these Ascension points for playing the game and scoring points, and with the Ascension points you can actually spawn vehicles, and the more powerful the vehicle, the more points it takes to spawn in. And as time goes on, the amount of objectives available become less and less, and the amount of vehicles on the map becomes more and more. So if you're a vehicle player and you enjoy the mixed arms combat of Battlefield in general, this is a really cool game mode. And it's going to be available on 2 new maps this time. So Discarded and Breakaway are going to be joining the other maps. There's going to be new earnable rewards, and of course the return of the themed event store bundles. And then along with that, it seems we're also going to be getting a 4th update this season, which is rarely seen. In fact, I think this is the first time we're actually getting a 0.4 update. So update 6.4 here. Quality of life improvements. First of all, persistent servers update. So the persistent servers are the servers that you guys can host in Portal. What that update is going to entail, I'm not sure, but that sounds very, very interesting there. Are they going to give us some form of better server browser? Is the server browser in Portal going to see improvements? Are the servers simply going to be more stable, or are we going to have more options to control them? I really don't know, but I'm very excited to find out what happens there. Then we have aircraft impact improvements. So I believe by impact improvements, they're talking about, jets flying into buildings, not exploding when they should, or maybe sometimes exploding when they shouldn't. And then finally, vehicle gunner direction in the HUD. So I'm going to assume this is the same thing we recently got for the gunner in the attack helicopter, and now we're going to get it for the gunners in tanks as well. So honestly, that seems like a fairly small update there with some general quality of life improvements. Nothing too insane really, but nonetheless always appreciated to see small updates to the game. And then finally, in March, we are getting our hands on Season 7. Now, it doesn't tell us when in March, it just says March here. And this right here is our first look at one of the 2 new maps. And right off the bat here, this looks to be an urban map. This is what people have been asking for. In Season 6, people were asking for an infantry-only map similar to Operation Locker or Operation Metro, and they gave us that. And now we've been asking for an urban map, something like Grand Bazaar or Sen Crossing from Battlefield 3, that maybe has fewer vehicles on it, with a little bit more of a focus on infantry play, but most importantly be set in an urban town of some sort. And that's certainly what this appears to be. You will notice that there is a flag flying there, and that is the Chilean flag. So this map is apparently set in Chile. This reminds me of, like, I don't know, something like Call of Duty Favela or like Grand Bazaar from Battlefield 3. It definitely gives me those vibes here. So this looks really cool, and it's going to be super exciting to see just what they decide to do with the other map. So I think it's pretty much a given that this map right here is going to be more infantry focused, maybe less vehicles. I don't want to say 0 vehicles. This definitely looks like the kind of map that could have a tank or 2, maybe a cav brawler, something like that going around the outskirts of the map, but mainly infantry focused in and around the buildings in the center of the map. So I can only assume that the other map is probably going to be a more traditional large-scale map. Where that map is going to be located is anybody's guess. On the other hand, we could also see something like a remake for Portal. They could add another Portal map. God knows, it would be about time, because I'm not going to lie, at this point in the game's life cycle, I expected us to have like 10 more Portal maps. We haven't had one yet. So since they are making some updates to Portal, it seems, with updates 6.3 and 6.4, maybe that's what we can expect. In any case, ladies and gentlemen, time will tell. Let me know what you guys think about this down below. Leave me all of those good thoughts, and I will try and get back to as many of you guys as possible. If you enjoyed the video today, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more Battlefield content. Special thank you to all my members and Twitch subs for your additional support. Hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you all in the next video.